After 2 days of the MLS being not available, server was down. Where did our information come from? Where did it go? We had to look at public information. We had to use the county assessor, but now it's back. And let's look at the weekly stats. There are 1,450 properties available in Colorado Springs right now. That has gone up from the 1100s earlier in the year all the way to 12 to 13 to now 1450, just at any given moment. And we have 1,010 properties that are under contract right now. This is what you've got going on for the average and median sales price right now. So for August, we're only a third of the way into the month, but so far the August average sales price looks to have come back up from July, and the median sales price doesn't look to have changed at all. Average sales price for August, $534,664. Median sales price $449,950. Now, I mean, July's median sales price was 450K, so like 50 bucks more, literally. The average sales price was down, 15, 18K. But June's average sales price was 531,000, just over. So August's 534 is very similar and actually just a tad bit higher, but we'll see how that plays out for the rest of the month. So far, we seem to be about even from July, maybe a little, maybe even from June. So you'll see the average sale prices in green, median sales prices in blue. You'll see the home prices coming up a bit for the summertime, spring and summer of this year. And then they took a little bit of a turn after June and are in the wavering process right now. So I am expecting to see another high point for home prices at some point before the end of the year, and then we'll hit a low point in likely the December, January timeframe. Historically, that's what I'm used to seeing. This is the active number of listings and the total number of sales for each month. So I'm going to scroll down to what we've got for July so far. July, we had 780 property sales for the whole month. And you can see, I mean, what, 600, 700, 800, 900 for, the past all the way back to October 2022, we have had low sales. The reason we have low sales is because we have low inventory. We'll change this over to a chart, and you can see the number of active listings is in green and the number of sales is in blue. So you can see in July 2022 is when there started to be a bigger variance in what was available for sale versus how much was actually selling. And that was the point where home prices started to take a dip after July ish 2022. This is the months of inventory and number of sales again. So I don't pay attention to the current month of inventory because it's not accurate until you get to the end of the month. So looking at July, what we left off with was 2.5 months worth of inventory. That number has been slowly coming up since March, when March was at 1.9 months worth of inventory. We had more at the beginning in January or February. We had 2.5 to 3 months worth of inventory. So it's come up again, I guess, for the month. But, considering what the demand that we still have, 2.5 months is still low. You need 4 to 6 months to have a balanced market between buyers and sellers, where buyers have enough to pick from without going, yeah, there's not much available. We have had 198 sales for the month of August so far. So it looks like, again, this is going to be a low month for sales. Here we've got the list price to close price ratio and the number of active listings. So August, for several months now, from April up to now, homes were getting on average 100% of what they were asking for. You could see that average was actually lower in the 96 to 97% range in the last half of 2022. But for August, so far, we're early in the month, but so far we're at 99.6%. So does this foretell of home prices starting to take that dip that I was saying that they were going to take. Active listings for the month of August is 1,883 properties for all of August so far that we've had available. Currently, we are sitting at 27 days on market on average and 12 days on market for the median. That's little bit higher on the median, 1 day less on the average. July's was 28 days on average and 8 days on the median to sell. So homes are still going fairly quick here. And just to give you a reference of where interest rates are at right now, Mortgage News Daily says that the 30-year fixed is at 7.05%. Optimal Blue has it at 6.983%. So pretty much 7% is what the interest rates are going to be right now. Now, here's some more fun. If you take the average price of a house here in Colorado Springs, I'll just make it 500K for convenience sake. You get a 3% down payment, 15K, your interest rate 7%, including taxes and fees, or taxes and insurance and fees. Your monthly payment is $4,127 a month. So just factor that in for realistically what this is going to look like. And then I put in the numbers for if you were going to buy a 500K house, what kind of budget do you want to have? What kind of income do you want to have? So, assuming you have $250 a month in debts, credit card, loan, whatever, and again, assuming that down payment of $15,000 with an interest rate of 7%, you would need to make $150,000 a year in order to qualify to purchase that $500,000 home here in Colorado Springs. So what's going on with the market is that there is low inventory. Of course, there's been low inventory, but there's also not that many buyers out there because the home prices are pretty high. They're, historically about the highest that they have ever been. Last year was about as high, and this year home values are only about 2 or 3% underneath, or year over year, home prices are about 2 or 3% less. Than last year. So, with the fewer number of buyers because it's just so much more expensive to purchase property here. That just leaves people who have six-figure incomes or more who can afford to purchase property, or investors, people, corporations with cash, and that makes up anywhere from 15 to 19% of all sales, are going to be through cash investors. So it's not a huge amount, but that leaves it a little bit more open for people with cash to play in this market. And what is the Fed going to do? Are they going to continue to add basis points and increase the rates? Yeah. And this is not a surprise. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Yes, the Fed is looking to do that. They're looking to increase the unemployment rate. And the only way they know how to do that is by adding basis points to the interest rates. So we're going to see a slow increase in rates, I think, from just that situation. As for what's happening here locally in Colorado Springs, I'm still actively working with buyers and sellers. So it's still happening. Real estate is still happening here. It's just fewer transactions than what you might otherwise see. If you are looking to buy or sell a property in the Colorado Springs area, or even in the Denver and Pueblo markets, I also work in there occasionally. Let me know. I'd be happy to help you. My name is Kevin James Bond. I'm with Remax Real Estate Group. Be happy to help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.